It was so dark that night. The sky was filled with clouds. They shrouded the moon and blotted out the stars. We had to step carefully and not make any noise, but it was difficult with so little light. My heart was racing. My breath was heavy. Sweat dripped down my back, even though the night air was cold. My first time taking a shot at freedom. I was following a route called the Underground Railroad, heading to the north. There were 4 of us on the journey that night. 2 other enslaved people, Big John and Earl, plus a conductor named Harriet who guided fugitives to freedom. Earlier that evening, we had waited in a barn. After the sun set, a whistle that sounded like a bird's cry floated through the air. "That's the signal," John said. We slipped into darkness. Harriet was crouching near the fence at the edge of the plantation. The 4 of us hurried away. Hours later, as we snuck through the woods, Harriet kept staring at the sky. "What is it?" I asked. "It's too hard to see it right now," she whispered in reply. "But I'm looking for the North Star." "Why? What's so important about a star?" "We don't have a map, so we have to use what's around us to find the way north. The North Star never moves. It stays fixed. It'll guide us home. Now hush, we got to keep quiet as mice." Without the star to guide us, I feared we would not make it. We had miles to walk. Slave catchers also roamed the woods. They were paid to find fugitives like us and bring them back. If you were caught running away, you would be beaten. You might even be branded. Slave owners used a hot iron to brand the letter or into the forehead of an enslaved person who had run away in the past. I trembled at the thought of being branded, but I was even more afraid of living the rest of my life in slavery. I tapped Harriet on the shoulder. "There it is." She nodded. "That's our way home." For the first time, freedom did not seem so far away.